Okay.
Alright,
So,
let's get back there. You got everything in here.
mixture down, RP down.
Alright, I would say let's give it, I don't think this thing is slow today, so we'll give it 3 twists.
Right. Double check the frictions. Good. Okay. Rotor brake off. On. Throttle all the way in. Left. Clear!
Runway 32 left, approach News, landing and departing runway 32 left and 32 right. Aircraft landing runway 32 right are reminded to fly the PAPI. Notice to airmen, crane 4.906 nautical miles north of Boeing Field, 1,094 feet AGL, flagged and lit. Crane 4.4 nautical miles northwest of Boeing Field, 328 feet AGL, flagged and lit. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray. Field information, X-ray 1753 Zulu weather observation. Wind 310 at 8, visibility 10, skies clear. Temperature 23, dew point 11, altimeter 3013. ILS runway 32 left, approach News, landing and departing runway 32 left and 32 right. Aircraft landing runway 32 right are reminded to fly the PAPI. Notice to airmen, crane 4.906 nautical miles north of Boeing Field, 1,094 feet AGL, flagged and lit. Crane 4.4 nautical miles northwest of Boeing Field, 328 feet AGL, flagged and lit. Advise on initial contact, you have X-ray.
The frequencies.
What are we supposed to do before we throttle up?
6, say again.
Boeing Tower System 24766, just southeast of Bellevue, and back for landing, information X-ray.
That's 24766, Boeing Tower right traffic, 32 right, report Seward.
Super important to do that. If you forget, something catches us when we go up, you're not going to be able to control that.
Fairly report.
14 Bravo Hotel, pass 2,
where's the air
north of departure, then over I-9.
Where's what? To switch? Charlie, time out.
Number 28 golf, runway 32 right, clear to land.
32 right.
Get that off alive.
Copy 4 Alpha Hotel, departure type 2 is going to be at your own risk.
Okay.
Northbound approved, and at 90, eastbound approved.
Northbound approved, eastbound approved, 144 Alpha Hotel, thank you.
Alright, what's the information?
Boeing Tower, Bonanza 560, Bravo at 32 right is ready for northwest
X-ray.
departure with X-ray.
X-ray.
And what will we taking off?
3 Delta Bravo, Boeing Tower, landing traffic.
3 Delta Bravo.
Alright. Make that call. Get us out.
Cessna 374 Micah Alpha reporting 4 miles out.
Cessna 4 Mike Alpha, number 2, phone Cessna short final, runway 32 right, clear for the option, make right, closed on the go.
374 Mike Alpha cleared for the option on 32 right. We'll look at the traffic.
Oh, sorry. X-ray?
That's right. Just a radio. It could be ours, could be something coming in. Just go ahead and make your call.
Boeing Tower Helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, H&W ramp, Rainier departure with X-ray.
Copter 1 Whiskey Bravo, Boeing Tower, stand by.
1 Whiskey Bravo, standing by.
Boeing Tower Helicopter 447 Charlie coming up on the needle. Same arrival pad 5. X-ray.
Copter 7 Romeo Charlie, stand by.
7 Charlie.
28 golf, contact ground point, none, have a great day.
Stay golfing.
Mooney 2 Delta, 532 Delta, traffic ahead and to your right, low level, looks like a float plane, now indicates 700.
32 Delta has the traffic.
Thank you, sir, and traffic just south of Green Lake, headed westbound 1,200, type unknown.
Looks like we have the Green Lake traffic and not the other traffic.
Other traffic's no factor, sir, they're off your right.
What are we standing by for?
This guy?
513 Whiskey Foxtrot Boeing Tower, enter right downwind runway 32 right, traffic 1 o'clock 2 miles, northbound Mooney 1,700 indicated. Additional traffic over the station inbound, helicopter 900 indicated.
Right downwind 32 right, we'll look for the traffic. 513 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Cessna 766, number 2, following Cessna 1 mile final, runway 32 right, clear to land.
Runway 32 right, clear to land. We'll look for that traffic, 24766. 3 Whiskey Foxtrot has the Mooney.
Mooney 32 Delta, traffic just off your right, inbound, Cessna 1,500 indicated has you in sight, and no other traffic observed for exchange proof.
Okay, 32 Delta.
Charlie at the needle. Same arrival pad 5.
Say again.
7 Charlie at the needle. Same arrival pad 5.
Helicopter 7 Romeo Charlie, same arrival proof. Helicopter 7 Romeo Charlie, and traffic a mile and trail inbound on the downwind, Cessna 1,600 indicated.
Roger. Boeing Tower, Bonanza 32 Delta Bravo, still holding at 32 right.
Cessna 88 Lima, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles inbound on ILS, citation 1,700, descending, remain east of them.
Traffic inside fuel course, Cessna 88 Lima.
Cessna 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, you have the helicopter inside, 11 o'clock, 1 mile, 700 indicated.
Negative contact, 3 Whiskey Foxtrot.
Cessna 88 Lima, I need you further east than that, remain further east than that traffic.
Cessna 88 Lima, vehicle.
Rescue 75 Boeing Tower. Rescue 75 ident.
Why don't you pick it up? Let's go hover at the line. At least get you some hovering practice.
Rescue 75, transition approved, Boeing altimeter 3013. Cessna 88 Lima, no other traffic observed for exchange proof.
Thank you, Cessna 880.
No backwards.
Foxtrot has the helicopter play.
This is 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, roger, thanks. This is 4 Mike Alpha, continue straight out. I'll call your crosswind.
4 Mike Alpha, continue straight.
Okay, this one's different.
Yeah, a little bit. It's got a little more power to it as a Beta 2.
Cessna 766, traffic 2 mile final to the parallel citation.
There we go. All right, get us up 3 feet.
Looking for traffic in sight 766.
Hold on.
Boeing Tower, Bonanza 563 Delta Bravo is holding at 32 right with X-ray.
Bonanza 3 Delta Bravo, runway 32 right, clear for
Wave them
takeoff,
on.
straight out approved.
32 right, clear for takeoff, straight out, 3 Delta Bravo.
Okay, whatever.
Cessna 4 Mike Alpha and traffic 1 o'clock and 2 miles inbound on the right downwind of Cessna 1300 indicated, report them in sight.
4 Mike Alpha's looking. Whiskey Space Needle with
Alright, now we go out here.
Number 670 Echo Whiskey, Boeing Tower, transition approved at 1,500 on the east side, Boeing out.
Alright, pull us a little bit further out, just don't go over the zipper line. And let's move a little bit to the left, we got plenty of room on the left. Even though actually...
Number 7 Romeo Charlie, Pad 5, clear to land.
Pad 5, clear to land, Number Charlie.
Number 7 Romeo Charlie, and actually Pathfind is Cessna on the right base. You have them in sight?
Insight, Pathfind, 7 Charlie.
Roger.
4 Mike Alpha has that traffic in sight.
This is 4 Mike Alpha, roger, right crosswind approved.
4 Mike Alpha, crosswind approved.
Tower 1 Whiskey Bravo still holding.
I'll up to 1 Whiskey Bravo, roger, stand by.
Standing by 1 Whiskey Bravo.
Cessna 3 Whiskey, Foxtrot number 2, following Cessna short final, runway 32 right.
Alright, we're gonna have to sit down here in a moment when Romeo Charlie comes in.
Okay.
This is 5 Delta Bravo, traffic over the Space Needle transitioning southeastbound, 900 indicated helicopter.
That's 563 Delta Bravo, we're looking for traffic.
Boeing Tower 679 Delta Sierra is 8 miles to the 9 miles to the north. Touch goes with X-ray.
Number 679 Delta Sierra, Boeing Tower, ident.
579 Delta Sierra.
Alright, so let's go ahead and move up and just a little bit to the right, and we're gonna set down right on the roadway.
Number 9 Delta Sierra, enter right downwind, runway
That's far enough right, and then just come up to the roadway. We're gonna set down right over here. So we can let
Zero for Whiskey, traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles, northbound Bonanza 1000 indicated.
Looking 0 Whiskey.
Cessna 4 Mike Alpha, number 2 following Cessna approaching right base, runway 32 right, clear for the option.
374 Mike Alpha, number 2, this will be a full stop.
we don't want to hover in there downwash, it
Runway
sucks.
32 right, clear to land.
Yeah, that would be hard.
32 right. Whiskey has that Bonanza site.
Look up to Zero Whiskey, roger. Bonanza 3 Delta Bravo, and traffic 12 o'clock, 4 miles, and on the right downwind, Diamond 1500 indicated.
Fucking busy right now.
3 Delta Bravo, we're looking.
1 Whiskey Bravo, hold position, I'll get you going in just a moment.
1 Whiskey Bravo, copy.
This is 766, turn right, contact ground point air.
Ground point 9 766.
Number 9 Delta Sierra, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles, northbound, Bonanza 1800 indicated. Bonanza 3 Delta Bravo, I need you out below 1700 for a couple more miles for the Class Bravo shelf.
3 Delta Bravo. Delta Bravo has traffic.
Welcome to 1 Whiskey Bravo, traffic overhead landing 32 right, Cessna Pad 5, Rainier departure approved, and as you make the north lift off, there's a Cessna, will be a right base to east of them.
Cessna in sight, north approved, and we'll be looking for the other Cessna on liftoff. It's 1 Whiskey Bravo. Alright, let's do it. Alright, sweet. Out here a little bit, and go ahead and turn us, and let's get the fuck out of here.
679 Delta Sierra, Zappa Stadium.
Diamond 9 Delta Sierra, Roger, number 2 following Cessna right base, runway 32 right.
Alright, so just stay well away from that big old Air Force patty.
The 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, turn right off 4, country up 19.
Alpha 4 to ground, 3 Whiskey Foxtrot, good day.
Good day.
Boeing Tower, Bonanza 563 Delta Bravo,
this
request
way.
frequency change.
Yep, don't want to
Bonanza
overfly the
Delta
Cessna
Bravo,
there.
before you go, traffic just ahead, less than a mile, westbound type known indicated 1,400, frequency change brief.
3 Delta Bravo has traffic.
Cut it over the freeway.
Change is approved.
Boeing Tower, Cessna 756 Alpha Whiskey at Pier 91, inbound for landing with X-ray.
Alright, there's that other Cessna on base.
Down runway 32 right.
Alright.
Should have started turning earlier.
32 right for 756 Alpha Whiskey.
Yeah, there's a lot going on today. It's busy, there's a lot of shit in the way. Alright, I don't see anybody else. Sierra Echo Whiskey is up there to our left. They're probably headed down to Classic, so we'll keep an eye out for them. Other than that, nobody else in the downwind. That base traffic is already on final. We are good and clear. Alright. We got 104, lights are out, 3 in the green, carb heat's adjusted, we got fuel, ammeter showing afloat. Alright, so I think we're going to work on steep approaches again today.
Yeah.
I want to keep pounding those so we can get those ironed out.
Absolutely.
Diamond 9 Delta Sierra, Roger.
And we see our traffic follows on the runway.
Yes, sir. Cessna 6 Alpha Whiskey traffic 1 o'clock, 2 miles, straight out climbing 2,100 Pilatus. That's 4 Mike Alpha, turn right off 3, contact up 100.
4 Mike Alpha, right at Alpha 3. Thanks, Jeff, today.
No problem. Cessna 6 Alpha Whiskey number 2 following Diamond approaching right base to runway 32 right, clear land.
6 Alpha Whiskey number 2 for 32 right.
That's somebody ahead of us.
Yeah, that's Zero Echo Whiskey. That's the big yellow 44 flies out of
Oh,
Classic.
yeah, okay.
Boeing Tower, 8 Tango Juliet at Alpha 8 for pass.
Into 88 Tango Juliet, Boeing Tower, hold short, runway 32 right, landing traffic.
Short 62 right, 8 Tango Juliet.
You feel that when I do that?
Flight after Zero Echo Whiskey, frequency change brief.
You know, I was just going to comment jokingly,
Yeah, no,
maybe,
no, it actually makes a difference. You can feel that, like, for sure. Even with just, like, if I got the vent open, I've got the door on and the vent open, I can stick my hand out and do that. This thing's so small that, you know, that's enough to move it.
yeah. It really does make a difference. Awesome. Long Acres traffic, helicopter 401 Whiskey Bravo, southbound, crossing I-405, 600 feet, Long Acres. Pad 1.5.
Pad 1.5 is clear.
So is 80 okay to get our butts down there a little quicker?
Yeah, oh, I'm totally fine with that, yeah.
Since we ended up...
We're not wasting so much time just hanging out in Long Acres. We should go to Bremerton one of these days. I've been thinking about doing that.
Yeah.
Just give you a different, some change of scenery instead of always having to go to the same place.
I have been there a couple of times.
Be nice to, and it's sometimes
they've got that really big grassy field.
They do, yeah. And sometimes,
Long Acres traffic, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, southbound, Sawdust Pile, 600 feet, Long Acres.
Sometimes it's less busy there too. I've been there when it is busy.
Yeah.
And I've been there when it's not, so it can kind of go either way. Good. Come back and fix everything, and go back and keep dialing. And ideally, at some point, you want to get it to where you can get everything where you want it, hold it there, lean forward nice and slow, and keep it where it is, and still be able to change everything, and not have any big, fluctuations in airspeed or altitude.
Well, it felt like, it feels like the collective on this one drops a little bit when you let go.
Yeah.
So I have to come back and
come back and reset. Yeah, with 22s, that's kind of, you can't get away from that sometimes. 44s generally are alright. I've never really had much of a creepy collective on a 44, but 22s get really bad sometimes.
Well, I forget which one it is, but there's one where it's wanting to come up.
That was, I think I feel like it was 39 or 8, and I feel like they fixed it. I think that's the one it was. It might be a different one, but...
Traffic 957, vectoring left base for 34, Auburn traffic, number 2 to the runway.
Yeah, that one was so bad, I almost had it take off on me one time. I was doing a photo flight.
Yeah. And Auburn traffic, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, 4 to the north, inbound for landing. Auburn.
I had set it down because I had the photographer, in the other seat, and then I had the fucking guy in charge of the job trying to call me on the phone while I'm flying the fucking thing. Like, what are you, retarded? And so, yeah.
Like texting and flying.
Yeah, so
right.
I set it down so I could take the phone out and text him, and we got light on the skids and like almost came up just completely from collective creep. I had it all the way down. It started coming up to the point where we got light on the skids. It freaked me out, dude. I fucking like almost threw the phone and slammed the collective back down.
Left downwind 34 Auburn. Traffic helicopter 0 Whiskey, left base 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Skyhawk 5366 Tango.
I got a feeling there's going to be some
34, full stop, Auburn.
traffic down here today.
Yeah, there was a little bit earlier when we were down here. I was Solo and Alex.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. For the first time?
Yeah. No, today was the second time.
All right. Good for him.
Yeah, he's moving right along. He picks it up like really, really quick.
Auburn traffic, Skyhawk 5366 Tango.
Okay, so this guy...
Yeah, so we got a guy crossing midfield, we got a guy turning downwind.
So where's the guy turning downwind? Or is that
he's in the downwind.
0 Whiskey, clear the active runway.
0 Echo Whiskey, the yellow one we were watching, they're down. There's a third one way out there, but I think that might be
so
like
guy crossing midfield.
Yeah, crossing midfield's over there. That looks like a helicopter.
9537 Quebec is clear. Is leaving and exiting runway 34, now clear the active Auburn traffic.
Alright, so I would just call left downwind at this point.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind 34, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Skylane 62276 is doing a loop around the water towers, and we'll be entering a 45 left downwind 34 Auburn.
Alright, you got them?
Oh, okay, that's the water tower. He's going to loop around.
Yeah, those big water towers right up there.
He's going to loop around it and come back in on the downwind.
Yep, so he'll be behind us.
Okay, now I know where those water towers are. I keep hearing
Auburn traffic,
Yep.
Skyhawk
If you ever lose it, just look for the power lines, and they're just to the right of the power line.
Okay. Yeah, those power line corridors are pretty good
Yeah.
landmarks.
Yeah, they really are.
So we warm up with a regular approach?
Yep.
276 is entering the downwind on the 45, left downwind for runway 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Sky 5366 goes final runway 34 Auburn.
So there's a guy on final.
Yep, guy on final, guy behind us in downwind.
Hope he doesn't decide to crawl up our butt.
Well, if he does, that's his fucking fault. Oh, really? He's gonna pass us, and he's gonna cut in front of us. Cessna downwind, you do realize you're overtaking the helicopter to your left?
No, I don't see a helicopter.
You just passed us. We were already in the downwind.
Turn.
Oh, I did not see about that. So let's spin and loop around.
Turn. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, turning left, base for 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Skyhawk 5366 Tangos, exiting the active, Echo.
Auburn traffic, Mini 512 Golf, departing 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, final 34 Auburn.
What's our landing spot?
And Auburn traffic, Cessna 537 Quebec is approaching the threshold of 34. Going to be departing to the north end, or staying in the pattern rather, Auburn traffic.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is still on the runway.
Yeah, we got you in sight. Traffic Skylane 276 is entering the downwind, left downwind.
On the go?
All right, yeah, it's on the go. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo on the go, left those traffic 34 Auburn.
Slowed down a little too soon.
Yeah, you kind of descended a little too soon actually. You kind of turned that into sort of a shallow approach.
Yeah, I was, what I was trying to do was just keep my eyes out and the windsock in the upper third. And do that more than...
Windsock should be in the middle third for a normal approach.
Middle third. Oh, okay, well...
Auburn traffic, Cessna 537 Quebec is...
And that's why I got a shallow approach.
So upper third would be for steep approach. Or I'm sorry, exactly. No, sorry, that's exactly right. Upper third is for shallow approach, and that's why you did a shallow approach.
All right, well...
So at least you did.
It did what I told it to.
It did what you told it to, yeah.
Left base, runway 34 Auburn.
Just like a computer.
Yeah, right?
Do exactly what you tell them to.
Yeah. Unless they glitch. That's the one time where they don't.
Yeah.
Then I get pissed.
But exactly what you tell them to, not what you think you told them to.
Right, exactly.
Auburn area traffic, Skylane 62276, turning final runway 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind, 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 537 Quebec is on the upwind, 34 upwind, Auburn traffic. Auburn traffic, TriPacer 5900 Delta, 1 mile to the east, 2300, conversion to the north, Auburn.
Cheerless traffic, Aero 7590 Juliet is about 10 to the south, setting up for east for runway 34, Shameless. And Auburn traffic, Cessna 9537 Quebec, turning left, crosswind for 34, Auburn traffic.
Alright, so let's do, we've done enough regular approaches, so I don't wanna beat that right now.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a steep approach this time, so we're gonna go to the numbers 3-4.
Numbers 3-4, got it.
So we'll extend a little past where we normally would, just to give us plenty of time.
Right at the end of the pond scum.
Yeah, exactly.
And Auburn traffic, Cessna 9537 Quebec is on the downwind for left downwind for 34 Auburn traffic.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left base, 3-4 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, Skylane 62276, clear runway 34, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is short, slow final to the numbers 3-4. I don't see that downwind traffic, so I just want to let everybody know we're going to be on a slow approach. So
Yeah.
give us fucking space. Oh, there he is. Auburn traffic, 1 Whiskey Bravo, short, slow approach to the numbers 3-4.
Auburn traffic, Cessna 9537 Quebec is turning left base for 34 Auburn traffic.
Got power in, yep. Don't worry that we're past our site, just keep coming down. You don't want to level off. You don't want to. So you're kind of getting just a little bit too much power in, and that's keeping us from being able to descend. So you still want to keep that. Want to keep it nice and smooth and steady. All right, let's go around.
All right.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo on the go. Left those traffic 3-4. Auburn.
And Cessna 9537 Quebec is going around Auburn traffic. Cessna 9537 Quebec is going around. I got the helicopter in sight. I'll just extend my upwind.
I did tell him 2 times that we were on a short, slow approach.
And the helicopter is in the Auburn pattern. I'm off to your right, about 200 feet above.
We're looking for you. We're cutting crosswind right now. I got you in sight.
Got you in sight. We're above you, and I'm just going to extend my upwind.
If you're faster than us, you can go ahead and overtake us and get in before us.
Sounds like a plan. I'm turning left base now.
Me and crosswind.
Or left crosswind rather.
Alright, I got him. We'll just let him overtake us and get in there.
Auburn traffic RV 209, runway Victor, runway 34, departing via left downwind departure to the south. Auburn traffic, that's 9537 back. We're going to take that left downwind to 34, turning that left downwind to 34, Auburn traffic.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left down 134. We'll be inside the airplane. We'll hold back and be number 2 in the pattern.
Okay, so I'll go a little slower until I see him overtake.
Just kind of.
Thanks for doing that.
No problem. He'll overtake us here soon, so I don't think we have to worry too much. Don't get too slow. Or at least keep 60. Alright, he's right abeam our side right now, so he'll be up and before us. Alright, so let him cut in base. If he's going to be a little close, we'll veer right a little bit. If not, then don't worry about it.
Yeah. I won't turn until he's...
Yeah. We'll let him get... If we got to go past the hospital, we can always do that.
Yeah.
Auburn traffic on the left downwind, turning left base for 34, and I got that traffic that's higher inside that's talking over us, Auburn traffic. Auburn traffic RV 209, runway Victor, turning left downwind, departing to the south, Auburn.
Alright, pick your speed up. Get us up to at least 60. We don't want to be under 60 if that engine quits on us.
Yeah.
Okay, he's going right over the hospital. Go a little further south. We don't want to go right over.
And Auburn traffic, Cessna 90537 Quebec is turning left base for 34, Auburn traffic.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left base 34, number 2 in the pattern. Auburn.
It's a hospital, right?
Yeah, I believe this whole area, I think. Maybe that might be something different, but I don't like taking chances, so we'll just go with the road.
Go down to the...
Yeah.
Right here.
Plus that gives us plenty of time to set up for the approach, so...
Yeah.
We can slow down way early.
So for hospitals, is it a noise thing or is it a...
No, it's more of a...
Stay the hell out of the way of
it's more of a
possible airlift?
It's a safety thing. Think about if something were to fly off the helicopter, or B, if we were to crash into the hospital, you're killing patients in a hospital. A fucking giant building full of sick people. Like, it's just...
people that can't
people that potentially can't get out of the way. Well, yeah, exactly. It's just a whole bunch of bad news. So,
okay, so
I don't think it's actually a written rule. At least not that I've ever seen. It's just like you should just do this.
Armored traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, final 34 Auburn.
Start slowing down here already.
Oh, okay.
Cessna 90537 Quebec is clear of the active.
We'll get that descent rate going. Keep us aligned with the heading, or aligned with the runway. All right, now that we're low and getting to 30, now get that descent rate. Keep it at 300. I just need to start slowing down even more. Slow down even more. Slow down even more. Keep the descent rate at 300. That'll be enough to keep us descending, but out of settling with power. There we go. This is looking really good. Keep that right at 300. Keep this speed and just walk us right to those numbers. Put us right on top of them. We're starting to descend a little bit more than we're moving forward. You want to keep those rates kind of equal.
Yeah. We're doing a...
Picture this as an actual pinnacle, and this is a cliff right here. We don't want to come at the cliff, we want to come down on top of it. All right, not bad, not bad. Honestly, the approach itself was really good. We're just a little bit short.
Yeah.
So again, think about, like I said, think about that being the edge of the cliff, and you don't want to come at the cliff right here. You want to come up
you
on
want
top.
to come above, over it.
Exactly. Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo on the go. Left coast traffic 34, Auburn. But the approach itself was good. So now we'll work on our placing.
Yeah.
Man, it is a beautiful day out.
Oh, it's perfect. Especially with the breeze, with the door off.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't
Get
die of...
baked inside. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think I've asked you this once before. May have been a while. So if you look out, like, tell me what you see as far as the air, like the condition of the air itself. What do you see when you look out?
Well, I see haze.
It's hazy, right?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Do you know?
It's not clouds. It generally means that there's dust, smoke, what have you.
So there's dust and smoke and stuff like that in the air at all times. But when it's hazy like that, you see it more. Do you know why that is?
I don't.
So it's an indication that we have stable air.
Stable air. Oh, if the wind was moving it around, you wouldn't be seeing it.
So, you know, not so much just generally wind, specifically.
Auburn traffic, 537 Quebec is taking 34.
There is a lack of vertical movement.
Oh.
Stable air meaning it's not rising and falling, it's stable, has to do with the temperature and the pressure and stuff. Stable air. The visibility is not as good because we get all that haze because of that smoke and dust and particulate matter, the pollution, whatever, isn't moving up and down to where the sky is super clear. But when we have stable air like that, it means that we get less or no turbulence, bumpiness. The air is very smooth. And then conversely, when you have a day that is very clear, that means that's indicative of unstable air, and you have better visibility, but there's more chance of there being clear air turbulence and just, you know, bumpy ride in general.
Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left base 34 Auburn.
All right, so we don't have as much space as we did on that last one, so you're going to want to slow down way early.
Yeah, that's one of the things that...
Just remember, you're trying to find the right ratio between
Kind of a rude thing to say.
slow forward movement and slow descent rate, enough to where we're not descending vertically and we're not moving too fast. Just the right rate, so we're coming down and still at an angle. It's just a steeper angle than a normal approach would be.
Quebec is turning left crosswind for 34, Auburn traffic.
Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, final, steep approach, slow final 34 Auburn.
And Auburn traffic, Cessna 904 Foxtrot, we're 2 miles southeast, headed for the water tanks, planning left traffic 34 Auburn.
kind of a little far out when we kind of started our actual approach. It's okay, we can just kind of move us forward a little bit for a moment without descending.
Yeah,
and then we
I'm
kind
trying
of
to keep that 3-4.
Yeah.
Foxtrot 5 to the south, inbound.
So, and if you ever find that you're trying to do a steep approach and you start to shallow out like that, just get your altitude, pull the collective in,
Water tower,
and hold your altitude constant and fly forward until you re-enter that steep approach angle, and then you can start your descent again.
So that grass is a cliff with spikes.
Correct. And if we get a downdraft or something, because we're too low, that could smash us right into it.
Right into
So you really want to come up over the top. All right, on the go. Let's do another one.
Okay. Oops, sorry. I was
Look at our power there. Get that power down. Oof.
the wrong time to adjust my feet.
Yeah. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo. On the go, left close traffic 3-4, Auburn. Yeah, you gotta be careful with that. No time to adjust feet when you're right there.
When you're having to dance down here, that's okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you gotta adjust a little bit, just be really slow and careful when you do it so you don't make a big pedal change.
Auburn traffic, map for Foxtrot over the water tank, turning right for left traffic 3-4, Auburn. Sheltonary traffic, less than a minute, skydiving 13.5 below. Actually, skydiving is in progress this time, 13.5 below, just approximately yourself.
And Cessna 9537 Quebec is going around. I got the helicopter in sight. I'm just going to pass off your right and head northwest back toward Brenton.
Roger, we'll look out for you.
Auburn traffic, map for Foxtrot, turning left download.
He's behind us, no factor.
And Auburn traffic, Cessna 9537 Quebec is on that point departing northwest. Thank you. Auburn traffic.
All right, so the approach itself, you're actually doing a pretty good job on that. I don't think I need to really tweak too much on the approach. I'm gonna be on it with you a little bit on this one, just to kind of get you set up in the right place.
Oh, okay.
So I'll kind of give you because like I said, we're kind of
in the right spot.
Yeah, we're kind of coming up a little bit short, and then kind of not quite nailing our spot. So I'm gonna get you.
Auburn traffic, Warrior 25.
Yeah, my triangle.
I want to get it to where it's consistent, and you can see it every time, and you know right where. Like, okay, this is kind of where I start my approach.
Yeah. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind 3-4 Auburn. We haven't done this for a while. Lights out, 104. Green.
Carby, today we don't need to have it full up. So, well, we are below 18 right now, so we'll keep it full up. But, and what's the rule of thumb in the R22 as far as carb heat?
Below 18, full up.
Below 18, full up. Now, if we're
18,
flying around it,
you can keep the temperature in the yellow zone.
Yep, out of the yellow.
Out of the yellow.
Yeah, we're flying around at 22 inches or something. We can lower it, get us a little extra power. And when we're down there hovering, I'm okay with lowering that down. Also, we're generally never going to hover under 18 inches.
Unless you throw a couple more cylinders in there.
Yeah, exactly.
We're on 3 for Bremerton. Auburn traffic 25 Fox over water tower, track left 45, runway 34, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left base 3-4 Auburn.
Traffic entering downwind. You may want to extend the downwind a little bit where the helicopter about to turn final. We're going to be a slow, short final, 434.
Roger, thank you.
Alright, so let's kind of... Yeah, I'm with you here. So let's get... Alright, right here we're going to start slowing down a little bit. And we're also going to start descending, but not too much. We're not quite as steep approach angle yet.
Because we've got that 3-4 has to come...
Yeah, we want that in the bottom third there.
Further.
So notice I'm hanging right about 30 knots, right? So I'm still keeping ETL. Right about here, this is where I'm picking up my actual, like, real approach angle. Now, okay, now I can start slowing down even more and start descending. I can get that descent rate down to 300 feet a minute if I need to, but I might not want to, depending on if, you know, if it's going to descend me too quickly. So I can feel I'm pushing forward a little bit. I'm just kind of keeping us around 20 knots. Yep. And it's not necessarily that I'm going off the speed itself. I'm just looking at my zone, looking at my landing spot, and I'm doing it visually. Like, okay, I'm keeping that 3-4 right at the top of our panel here, and I can pretty much see most of it all the way down. And as I'm getting closer here, now I can start slowing down a little more, and I'm pulling in power. We're lost ETL, right? So now I'm keeping us descending.
Power.
Yeah. And there we are, and we're right on top of it.
Okay.
Boom. All right, let's on the go. Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo on the go. Left close traffic 3-4 Auburn.
And Auburn traffic. Warrior 25 Foxtrot on final runway 34.
Does that kind of visually help a little bit more?
Yeah, no, yeah, it does.
Like, we're starting a little far out, but then it's like when we kind of get to, there's like a certain spot, it's like, okay, here's my, like, real approach angle. This is where I'm, like, really starting the approach.
You kind of set up, you slow down a bit.
Yeah. It's definitely a very visual thing.
Auburn traffic,
yeah, that's what I'm...
Downwind for 34 Auburn.
It's a really, in this helicopter at least, we've got the bigger panel here. A little bit bigger panel, but, keeping it right there where it's like I can see it and it's kind of hanging out right at the bottom, or right at the top of my panel, right at the bottom third, and keeping it there the whole way down, that will pretty much put you right where you need to be. And you notice we didn't kind of like come down and then go forward, we came right down on top of it.
Yeah, slid right down the triangle.
Yep.
Lights out, 104, green. RB up. Fuel. Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind, 34 Auburn.
Auburn traffic, national function, turning left base, 34 Auburn. Auburn traffic, national function, turning final, 34 Auburn.
Okay, so I won't turn till...
Yeah, we'll just, when we do steep approach anyways, just to give us a little more time to set up, we'll go ahead and turn at the end of the shitty water.
Yeah. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, slow steep final, 3-4, Auburn. Okay, so we want to be...
Yeah, so right here we're still kind of we're still kind of getting there. So we don't want to necessarily descend too much yet.
Yeah.
So we don't have that much to descend. We're only at, basically 200 AGL right now.
Right.
Once we really pick up that steep approach angle, that's when we can slow. So I would probably slow down to about 30 now. Just kind of keep us moving forward just a little bit. We're almost there. We're almost at that steep approach angle. All right, now it's okay, go ahead and slow it back down to 20. And now we're definitely descending. So get that like good 300 foot a minute descent rate. And you can tell we're going to come down a little shallow here, so we want to move forward just a little bit. And you're just milking it, right? Just a little bit, like a little bit forward, a little bit forward. Keep it coming. You can see that 34 is almost the bottom panel. It's pretty much bottom panel. Keep us moving forward. Get that pedal in there. There we go. And we're right on top of it. A little wobbly there, so you gotta work on those pedals. And I was feeling that too. There's like a crosswind, or there is a crosswind. So it's kind of fucking with us as we're losing ETL. So that's part of it. So you just know that's what's happening. And
yeah, every time we've
gotta
done
compensate
it,
for
there's been a spot there where...
Yeah. So just be up on those pedals. Then just back a little bit of back and forth.
Yeah. Well, I was made it a point to just twitch, dance on them.
Auburn helicopter 8518 Whiskey, 5 miles northwest, inbound through landing 34, Auburn.
So where does she get to be 5 miles to the north and we only get to be 4?
I don't think, I think she's maybe thinks it's 5 miles, unless she's calling inside of Long Acres. I mean, granted, I've never exactly measured it, but I'm pretty, as soon as you cross 167, it's about 4 miles.
Yeah.
Auburn traffic, Pipe Arrow 4623 Juliet, 5 miles west, transition to water towers, 45 for left, 34, full stop Auburn.
Let's give me a little left pedal there. There we go.
Innocent trim.
Yeah, there we go. Level us out.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, left downwind, 34, Auburn. Lights out, 104, green. Carbine up.
Auburn helicopter 18 Whiskey, 2 miles northwest, will be entering left downwind 34, Auburn.
Did you make a left downwind call?
Yeah.
Traffic, Arrow 23 Juliet over the water towers, entering 45 left downwind for 34, full stop Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, left base, 34, Auburn.
Auburn helicopter, 18 Whiskies, midfield left downwind 34. Have 1 Whiskey Bravo in sight. Auburn.
Alright, so we're already a little low here. Just because we're so far back. So let's hold this altitude until we get a little further into the Lowe's parking lot.
Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, slow steep final 34 Auburn.
We're traffic Arrow 23 Juliet, downwind for 34 full stop Auburn.
Alright, there we go. So now...
Auburn helicopter, 18 Whiskies, 534 Auburn.
Alright, now we're getting a little closer. Alright, we can start lowering down. Alright, this is looking good. This is looking really good. Just keep this going right to those numbers.
Final 34, we'll sidestep to the grass, Auburn.
Roger, thank you. We're doing steep approach.
There's going to come a spot right here where I'm going to need to give it a shitload of...
Yep, so keep that collective coming up because we're pretty much losing easy ETL.
Juliet, turning
Keep up on those pedals.
4 full stop Auburn.
Alright, keep them on the pedals, keep us coming down. We know that crosswind's gonna be there. Alright. There we go. Not bad. Alright, let's go hop off the runway real quick.
Okay.
That power. Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is clearly active, Auburn. Alright, let's get a break from that for a little bit. Alright, let's do some pickup set downs.
Taking off the taxiway, parallel
So we're going to be into the wind.
Yeah.
Right here.
Traffic Arrow 23 Juliet, final.
I also want to just get, like, staccato hover. You know,
Yeah.
Get that dead nuts nailed.
So get us up to get a 3 foot staccato hover. Or like 6 inches to a foot. So bring us up a little bit. We're still we're about a 1 foot, so let's get right about right there. That's where we should be hovering. That's a 3 foot hover. Maybe that's 3 to 4 feet. Somewhere right in there. That's good.
Okay. Not doing anything else. But just
Auburn traffic 23 Juliet,
hovering.
clear to active Auburn.
Yeah.
Auburn helicopter, 18 Whiskies, left downwind 34, Auburn.
You're still kind of stirring the pot. Once you get down close to the ground, then you're moving it around, and that's why we're still kind of doing this
I
thing.
was thinking about that this morning too. It's like, okay, that's why I wanted to practice, you know. I know that you observed that I'll stir the pot myself out of a stable hover.
Yeah, exactly. You're in a stable hover.
Like, why the hell did I do that?
Yep. And it's because I think subconsciously, I think you're still thinking about the ground.
Auburn helicopter, 18 Whiskies, left base 34, Auburn.
Helicopter 18 Whiskey, final 34, Auburn.
Like the wind shifted just air.
Even with the wind, still should be able to just keep yourself right over that spot. That was pretty good. That was pretty solid. We had a little bit of a backward slide right before we touched down, but otherwise that was pretty good. You held us. That was one of the most vertical descents I've seen you make.
Nope, the pot was boiling just right. Didn't need to stir the soup.
Good. And that's how it should be every time.
Yep.
You get that pot boiling perfectly, and all right, don't need to stir it. Let's just set down.
Auburn, Helicopter 18 Whiskey, left Alma 34, Auburn.
That was better. That was decent. Yeah, one more. If we can start consistently hitting them like this, and we still need to refine it even a little bit more, but then we can start doing some slopes.
Yeah.
Auburn, Helicopter 18 Whiskey, left base 34, Auburn. Auburn, Helicopter 18 Whiskey, final 34, Auburn.
Nice. That was a good set down.
Thank you.
That was a good
Thank
set down.
That gives me a sense of accomplishment.
All right, it's 12:34.
And Auburn traffic, helicopter 08090, single CH-47, level 2,500, 6 miles to the northeast. We'll be proceeding to the southeast, Auburn traffic.
All right.
Auburn traffic, 4019 Romeo, 2 miles from the water towers. For left traffic, 34 Auburn, full stop.
Auburn, Helicopter 18 Whiskey, taking off 34, tight end, left close traffic, Auburn.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo is crossing the active to the helipad at the southwest corner. Auburn. Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is clear the active, Auburn. All right, you can see that dead brown spot that's kind of cleared. That's where we're going.
Auburn, Helicopter 18 Whiskey, close in, left downwind 34, Auburn.
approach a slope, I think we've only talked about this like once, it's a one-way approach. If this is our slope, we approach either from a 45 or we approach parallel.
Yeah, and in this case, I approached parallel.
Auburn traffic, 19 Romeo's at the water tank looking for
So
the
just get that same hover and let's just start descending. Just the same shit we just did. Nice and slow. Just remember, once you get that upslope skid touch, and we're going to hold it there for a moment. Nice and slow. Relax that left arm. All right, we got that upslope skid touching. Kind of hold it here, so you kind of, it's good to feel this out for a little bit. You kind of feel when you're on the toe, or the heel, or right there. Now we got it on the toe a little bit, right there. Right there, we're pretty much level on that skid. Both the heel and the toe are touching. And then from here, we're just going to gently, not back, not that way. We're going to gently lower that collective, a little more. Put that cyclic into the slope until we set down nice and gentle.
So you don't start leaning the collective in until you're taking power out. In other words, you don't lean it in and then start lowering.
You don't what and then start lowering?
You don't start leaning the
cyclic. No.
You don't start leaning the cyclic in.
No, not about. No, because that's how you roll it over.
That's no, you set yourself up for rollover.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to get here, come back up on the collective here.
34, tight in left foot of traffic, over.
You want to get to where you're level.
19 Romeo, turning left base, 34, full stop.
You're level.
Yeah.
You start to lower that collective and then put that cyclic into the slope. And then same thing, come back, cyclic's in, it comes back as we level. But just from here, I want you to kind of work the cyclic and collective and just get us down to the ground and then back up to this spot.
Turning final, 34,
right?
full stop, Auburn.
All small movements. Keeping that eye out front. All right, there you go, we're down. All right. So you don't want to move it further over from where it was. Wherever it was when you sat down, you want to keep it right there. Because that's where you're going to need it when you start to pick back up.
So when we pick up...
Yep, so go ahead and slowly start picking back up. You can feel that nose dip and immediately come back. We want to be super level, super flat. Right. Move to the left. All right. There's got to be small movements.
Small.
I'm like using like pressure changes in my fingers and my palm. I'm not moving my arm at all.
Yeah, no, that's what
super
I'm
small.
starting to feel. Is that's what you got to do.
So like that, I can feel the amount of movement you're moving, and that's already too much. So I can feel you're moving that with your arm. I can feel it. So you really want it to be, so let loose on the collective, but keep your hand on it. Just feel where I am. So this is real small here.
Whoa.
Auburn helicopter, 18 Whiskey.
Real small. There we go. Let's allow it to come down. And then once it's down, then I can continue all the way down. And when we're really doing this, we come all the way down, and then the cycle comes back to neutral. And then the reverse process to pick up, cycle goes to the slope.
Goes to the slope.
Start coming up on the collective.
Start coming up.
Nice and slow. There we go. All right, I think we might just be just about out of time. So we're gonna go ahead and pick this up together. So we're gonna stay right here. Remember, we're gonna come up and away. So as we come up on the collective, we come away from the slope.
Otherwise, you go into the cliff.
You possibly can, yes. So it's
or
safer
the
that way.
rotor on the tree or whatever.
Yep. And then when we turn, we always turn toward the slope, so our tail is away from it.
And your tail is going to clip the tree to the rocks or...
Exactly. We do not want to do that. All right. Auburn traffic helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is crossing the active from the helipad to taxiway Delta, and helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo is clear the active, Auburn. All right, we got that guy.
18 Whiskey, taking off 34, taking in left slow traffic, over.
All right, and we can kind of come back out.
Here, Tom, Cardinal 19405, radio check.
Loud and clear.
405, thanks.
Auburn traffic, helicopter 1 Bravo, taking the active. Going to be departure to the north from 34, Auburn. All right, let's do it. Woo. Nice little dip there. All right, now get that carb heat back up.
So you keep adding stuff that requires smaller and smaller movements.
Yep, there's a trend here, huh?
Yeah.
And that's the thing. That's why I couldn't even have you doing pickups and set downs until you got the hover steady enough, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
And then now that we're doing pickups and set downs, we can't do slopes all the way until there's no movement. Until there's no movement. So it's very, very, very steady because you see why, right?
Yes.
You get out there on the grass and it's
so fucking loot.
Yeah, it's almost like somebody designed this stuff to lead one into the next or something, you know? Like,
yeah.
I feel like there were some smart fuckers out there.
Yeah, the Earth changed pretty good.
So I would say that my set downs are better today.
Yes, they were. They were better. You had a little bit of a backwards droop still that was, I almost want to say consistently on them, but that was like the last bit of movement. Otherwise, you were coming pretty much straight down, which is exactly what we want, straight down. That little bit of like forward and left that we can kind of get away with sometimes on the asphalt, you don't really want to do that.
You can't do that on the grass or on the slope.
You might be able to get away with a little bit of it, but you don't want that to be what you go for.
Make it a habit.
Right. You want to have the precision, the ability to make a precise landing right where you intend to, straight down on the ground. Boom. No sliding, no stirring the pot, no anything. Honestly, like those are pretty much the hardest parts of flying, right? Like straight and level is a lot easier than doing a pickup and a set down.
Oh yeah. Well, and a straight and level is the first thing you learn.
Right, exactly.
Auburn helicopter 18 Whiskey, taking off 34, tight in left slow traffic, Auburn.
How's your week been? How's your summer been so far?
Pretty good.
You can enjoy some sunshine?
Oh, absolutely.
You guys got everything finished, yeah? The room, the electrical, the wiring you were doing and all that?
We're living in it.
Okay.
There's still a lot to do. We have kitchen cabinets that haven't arrived yet, and I still have to do a lot of the trim work and that sort of thing.
Okay. Kind of, sort of finishing touches.
Yeah.
But the electrical, you got all that up and running? You did?
Oh yeah, that's been up and running for a while.
That's awesome, man. That's a nice skill to have. That's one thing I always wished that I had gotten into and learned was, wiring, just electrical in general. That's a super useful skill to have.
Yes, it is. I've saved myself a lot of money.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, electricians don't come cheap.
Longacres, traffic helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, northbound, crossing I-167, 600 feet Longacres.
All right, so this is, I would get ATIS right here.
Yeah.
So that way, by the time we get to the sawdust piles, we've listened to ATIS, we can swap back to Longacres, make our call, and then when we're down there, we're just ready to go. Go ahead and swap them.
Field information, Yankee 1853 Zulu, wind 30 at 12, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 3, dew point 0, altimeter 3012. ILS runway 32 left, approach in use, landing and departing, runways 32 left and 32 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
We're going to be doing a straight
contact. You have Yankee.
Yeah.
Yankee. What's that? See, perfect timing. Right now we can swap back to Long Acres and make our call for sawdust piles, and we've got our ATIS. We don't have to hurry and get it when we're up there. We're
Long Acres traffic, helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, northbound, sawdust pile, 700 feet, Long Acres. We have Yankee.
Yep.
Advised on initial contact. You have Yankee.
Doodle dandy.
Pulling field information, Yankee 1853 Zulu, wind 300 at 12, visibility 10, sky clear. Temperature 23, dew point 10, altimeter 3012. ILS runway 32 left, approach in use, landing and departing, runways 32 left and 32 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions.
Oh, you know what? I did that wrong.
You have
Yankee.
Yep.
Yeah.
So go ahead and just swap to Boeing now. It's all right.
Pulling field information.
Yeah. So normally what you want to do is you want to
keep listening to Long Acres until past pad 1.5.
Yeah, exactly. Stay on Long Acres. Get rid of ATIS and turn that one to Boeing.
4, runway 32 right, clear for the option.
32 right, clear for the option, 04.
Boeing Tower, helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, Long Acres for H&W ramp, Rainier arrival with Yankee.
Copter 41 Whiskey Bravo, Boeing Tower, Rainier arrival approved.
1 Whiskey Bravo, Rainier arrival approved. A lot cleaner than...
What's that?
I said a lot easier than the outbound.
Yeah. Yeah, that was ridiculous. They were super busy there for a minute. You get that sometimes. You get like a bottleneck. Everybody's coming in and out at the same time, and it's like, fuck. Sit there and wait forever.
Roper 42, traffic ahead right, a mile and a half inbound. They'll be east of center line, a helicopter indicating 700.
We're indicating 640, sir.
Runway 32 left, clear to land. Helicopter 41 Whiskey Bravo, traffic a mile and trail behind left. Straight in for 32 left, a T-38, 1,600 descending.
1 Whiskey Bravo, looking for traffic. Gotta remember to respond to him when he says those.
Yeah, I was just about to push the button and I saw your finger going for it. Like, ah.
I just try to be quick on response to anything with Tower because they are so busy.
Yeah, right.
So I always try to kind of expedite things as much as possible.
Roper 42 helicopter just down to your right, 700 feet.
I got him in sight. 1 Whiskey Bravo has that traffic in sight.
Copter 1 Whiskey Bravo, T-38 passing off to your left side, crossing my turbo.
Nice. thing's so shaky, it's impossible to get a clear video.
Yeah, we were trying to get a bit of.
That T-38.
3011,
Oh,
wind 300 at 12.
It was cool because he was right at our level coming right past us. Like, it's fucking the trainer, but it's still a fighter jet.
Yeah. Tower 1 Whiskey Bravo, Southwires.
Helicopter 1 Whiskey Bravo, wind 300 at 13.
1 Whiskey Bravo.
Roper 42, safe parking. Roper 42, roger. Turn right at Alpha 4, cross runway 32 right, and remain this frequency for ground.
We're a little low here, 200.
Yeah,
Not too bad, but
100.
Point Tower, Bonanza 1546, Foxtrot 32 right, Alpha 8, Mercer departure.
And then the 1946 Foxtrot going tower, runway 32 right, cleared for takeoff, the direction again.
Mercer departure, cleared for takeoff, 32 right, Bonanza 46 Foxtrot.
Bonanza 46 Foxtrot, Mercer departure approved.
Thank you.
That's 804, runway 32 right, clear for the option.
32 right, clear for the option, 804.
Rescue 75, Boeing Tower. Are you going to stay low level? Rescue 75, transition approved, Boeing altimeter 3011. Here, 361 Echo Alpha, Boeing Tower, straight in, runway 32 left.
alright,
Ready.
bring us over there and put us down.
Got it. So just go around 30 Mike.
Yeah, go around the 30 Mike. We'll park in that same row as the 387 over there.
Okay.
Got plenty of room, nothing to worry about, so we should be, no problem to go get us set down in there and let you do it. Remember, there's always that funky wind coming through here, so you just gotta you gotta anticipate it and just be kind of, I don't want to say tight on the controls,
Echo Alpha,
but know that it's coming and really hold your ground. Don't let it knock you around.
Yeah.
We're
gonna go.
So we're gonna go.
Say.
We're gonna go right here.
Okay.
So I see what's going on. I feel it. You have a tendency to pull back right before we sat down. You have a tendency to pull back on this thing. Almost like you're afraid we're going to dive into the ground or something, maybe. But I can feel it. Right before we're coming out, you're like, you want to pull back on this thing.
Okay.
That's where our backwards slip is coming from when you do set downs.
No.
All right, get those frictions on.
No.
Alright, got carb heat off, right on. Take a minute to cool down today.
Yeah, definitely.
Hot out.
Earlier in the week, it was leg day.
What's that?
It was leg day at the gym.
Oh, yeah?
Our trainer, my son and I go together.
Got you nice and sore?
Oh.
Yes. Stand on the pedals here, it'll give you a good workout too.
Yeah.
I still do that sometimes. Like I still have to consciously remind myself, relax your legs. No problem up here, like my arms are fine, I don't tense up on those, but my legs, I'll still tense up on them sometimes, and I still have to like not stand on them. Man, this just does not want to cool down.
Let's get in there.
Moving slowly. Want to get the damn headset off already.
Yeah, really.
One of these days I'll get something more comfy, get one of those nice fancy bows with the fuzzy top on it.
Yep.
I honestly should probably just replace my ear cuffs too, because I bought these from a guy, I bought them used. I mean, they're in good shape, they're not ripping or anything, but see if I can find one that's got a little more padding to it.
The padding is not quite as resilient.
I think so, yeah, that's what it feels like. Alright, we are almost there.
Almost there.
Can't imagine the guys that got to wear a helmet all day long.
Well, my pilot friend in Yuma, so I asked him, I said, when you go up in the Black Hawk, are you like the guys in the videos? And he said, yeah, Nomex suit, gloves, helmet.
Yep. All of it.
Everything.
Yep.
That's in Arizona.
Oh, God. Oh, man, that would suck. I wonder if Blackhawks have air conditioning. I would think that they probably don't.
They're military. They're not going to be made for comfort.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, I don't say that's good enough. Let's roll it down.
Roll it down.
Roll it down and pop it. Alright, we caught it on the 2. It'll be off by the 8. Pull on the 7. Alright, there we go.
Alright.
Soft still. There's some pressure there, but
squish to it.
Yeah. It's not bad. They're just old. I don't know. I need to get a new little mic cover. Thing's starting to rip on me. I have to do some maintenance. I've been flying with them for 3 years. I've never done anything to them. They've been working perfect the whole time. So time to do a little maintenance.
about doing fixed wing stuff?
You know, it just doesn't interest me like helicopters do.
Yeah. I do want to get my fixed wing, but my only or main reason for it is just because you can go and just rent a Cessna for the weekend and go fly to the San Juans or to Orcas Island and just stay and camp for the weekend, and you just pay for the time that you're actually flying the thing. You know,
right?
Like
exactly.
That's if I could do that in a helicopter, then I wouldn't even give a shit about an airplane. But
yeah, but the thing is, nobody rents helicopters like places like Galvin will rent you a plane.
Exactly. Yeah, not for something like that. Oh yeah, sure, go take it for the weekend. Yeah. I wish it was like that'd be great. It'd be awesome, but.
Well, I wonder, you know, do they have like ownership clubs where like 10 people buy a helicopter, or I don't know.
I've never heard of any, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think somewhere out there. And, you know, you can always do it privately, right? You and a few buddies all go in and purchase one together. Like I can see that.